I honestly can't imagine traveling without a duffel box and some packing cubes, keeping my stuff in here rather than yard saled all over my hotel. Hello, if you're seeing this, you're probably aware of our new RUX Duffel Box. First of all, it's coming in 2 sizes and 2 colors. This is the 55 liter and this is the 75 liter. It's obviously not another duffel bag, it is a duffel box and completely integrated into the RUX system. As you can see, it compresses completely flat, but then thanks to our patent pending segmented roll top technology, if you take the roll top and roll it backwards, you actually create a self-supporting, wide mouth packing duffel box. The way that it integrates with some of the other RUX products is it has these soft rails inside, as well as a few key lash points in the corners and in the middle. So what this allows for is the rails act just like the rails in a RUX box, like our 70 liter. It uses the same buckles as you would on the hard rails, but those just slide in there, and then that just keeps everything standing inside, so you can have multiple of our packing system things and even have them open and also rolled back like this. So if you are using it, say, on a trip, you can actually just have everything organized like that. You can have everything open inside of it, and then when you go, it actually compresses automatically when you close it, like so. And there's a few different ways you can close it. You can either just do a simple click back like this. That's probably the quickest and easiest way. There's also these hooks that you can use to further compress it and secure it, like so. And it makes this nice little burrito. You can also tuck these down like this. And there's the corresponding buckles down here. We've also added these nice grab handles on either end, and there will be a RUX ID card in here so you can put your information, or it's also a QR code for keeping track of your stuff. So there's the 55. The cool thing with the duffel box is that you can actually make it into much more of a box if you want. We're also launching these organizer panels in a couple sizes. This is the 30 by 30 and the 40 by 30. And so these also work in the RUX 70s to make them into a more rigid box. But then they also integrate in with the duffel box. The quickest and easiest way you can do that is, again, with the buckles. And you can just stick those through there on the soft rails on the ends like so. And then that will add a lot of structure to the duffel box. There is also an additional way of doing it. We've added these chips to the side, and those actually go through, there'll be 2 on the bottom, 2 on the sides, and then there's corresponding lash points inside. So if you actually wanted to make your duffel box quite a bit more rigid, you can put those in there, and then you've now got a divider down the middle, and you can put them on the ends and in the middle like so. Yeah, and then all of a sudden your duffel box is even more organized, and you can keep stuff separated. And it also works with these pockets, so you can add those, you can hang those off the inside like that. Quite nice, quick and easy. It also has these 2 pockets on the ends, which are great for, say, shoes or things like that. And if you attach the panels on the ends with the chips, then the pocket's still accessible. You can also use our straps, which are now common across almost all of our products, with this little G-hook to a little spring on it. And if, depending on how much you have packed into your duffel box, you can find any of the many lash points that are all over it and use those to turn your duffel box into either just a shoulder carry picking a couple, maybe I'll pick the one crossways, like so. And then that now turns that into a great shoulder carry. Or you could find some other lash points, like say these ones down here, kind of space it out for more of a backpack load. It will for sure get you through the airport. The handles are actually attached onto this handlebar, so you can kind of fold those out of the way. So it makes for a relatively flat and comfortable back panel. And now you're ready to hoof it through the airport or wherever you got to get to. Like I said, you can find any number of ways of attaching those depending on what you've got inside. Some very minor changes that you'll see between this sample and the final production. This will be color matched green here, although the inside will stay white, which we're quite happy about for maximum visibility. It will come with the QR card here, and we are going to make the logo on the green one white like it is on the black one. You'll notice that this is maybe a lighter fabric than often seen in similar kind of products, but we feel that it's appropriate. It's a 100D with a ultra high molecular yarn is the rip, so it's super sturdy nylon. The light PU coating on the back, which makes it more or less waterproof. In addition, because the whole duffel box has this foam as the structure, that's completely waterproof. So aside from these sewn bound seams on the ends here, this should be completely waterproof. And it's 3 layers, obviously, same fabric on the inside as the outside, so very durable. And then all the lash points and these end panels are made of a Hypalon material that's super strong. Yeah, just built to last a lifetime. Super easy to pack, but then kind of compresses down when you close it, and there's no zippers for breaking, and it's just an extremely handy way to travel. Fire it up, yeah. Get one.